Um, I'm not the important guy, but I'll tell you who I am anyway. My name's Evan Narcis. I'm a pop cultural journalist and critic. I'm also writing a Black Panther series for Marvel Comics called Rise of the Black Panther. I've written about video games and comic books for about 15 or so years now. And I'm honored to be moderating this panel with Iga and his translator, Mana. You know, this man's career probably needs no introduction, but in case you're not familiar, I got my cheat notes up here, pardon me. Most of you guys know Iga from his work on the Castlevania franchise. He was a writer, producer, and director of many of the games in that franchise, including Symphony of the Night, which is an iconic game that I'm sure many of you guys have played over the years. He is now working on Bloodstained, which is a game that was crowdfunded by support from fans like you guys. And we're going to be here talking about that game today. He's considered the father of the Igavania genre. It's dark fantasy exploration focused on action and role-playing elements and side-scrolling. He co-founded Artplay in 2014, and the Bloodstained Kickstarter campaign was launched in 2015, and it was one of the most founded campaigns ever. So the game's happening, it's in development. We're going to see a bunch of updates on its iteration on art and gameplay. So we can get started. Pardon me. Iga, for anybody who's not familiar with Bloodstained, can you talk about an overview of the game, what they can expect, and what your inspirations have been?
ブラッドステインドに、その知らない人たちに、ブラッドステインドというものはどういうものなのかっていうのを、ちょっとそうですね、軽く教えていただきたいという感じです。
はい。ブラッドステインドはですね、いわゆる 2D 横スクロール探索アクションゲームというもので、メトロイドとかを想像してもらうと分かるんですけれども、広大なマップを探索しながら、クリアしていくゲームになります。
これ、there we go. So Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is an action platformer, 2D action side-scroller, and basically it's very similar to a Metroid game where you're able to explore through the maps, fight monsters, bosses, and being able to just explore a huge map.
Before we get into more specifics, I always wondered where that idea came from in your mind about going over an environment over and over again to find new places. I know there was a part of your childhood where you used to explore and videotape stuff. Is that the inspiration, and what made you decide to stick with that as a gameplay idea?
まずそのブラッドステインドの、こう探索型っていうゲームなんですけど、それはそのアイディアっていうのはどこから来たんですか？
ですね、もともとキャスルバニアシリーズをやることになった時に、ずっとその面繰り型リニアタイプのゲームをずっと出していたんですけれども、ちょっとゲームの価格と比べてその遊べる時間がすごく短いっていうのがすごい不満に思っていて、で探索型であればすごく長く遊べるというところがあったので、それでちょっと長く遊べるように探索型にしました。
So before I started working out the Castlevania series, the Castlevania games before Symphony of the Night was basically a very linear type where you basically go through the map, clear it, you clear the first stage, then go on to the next stage. But I always felt that it didn't really match up with the price point. Like it's how much you pay versus how long you're able to play that kind of game. And so that's why I decided to have this exploration-based sort of idea where players could go back and forth, go through the maps, enjoy it, be able to collect items, and being able to play a lot longer than the previous Castlevania games.
Okay. So obviously this game was funded via Kickstarter. What made you guys decide that you and your partners in Artplay, what made you think that Kickstarter would be a viable way to launch this new creation, this new idea?
ですね、今回はなぜそのキックスターター、クラウドファンディングをやろうと思いましたかと。
ですね、もともとその 僕コナミにいたんですけれども、コナミから、辞めるときにその、コンシューマーやりませんかという話で辞めたんですが、結局その、パブリッシャーがちゃんとなんていうんですかね、当たってはいたんですけどもしっかり見つからなくって、ある一社が、ちょっと市場性を見せてくださいと。で市場性を見せてくれたら、なんていうか乗りますよと言ってくれた会社があって、でその時に市場性を見せるのに一番手っ取り早い方法がキックスターターだったなっていうところですかね。
Originally, I've actually looked for other publishers who are interested in creating a game with me, but it was very hard to find a publisher that was willing to work with me. One publisher said, if you show us a demand for this sort of a particular genre of the game, we'll definitely work with you. And that's why I thought Kickstarter or crowdfunding the project was the best way to show that there's a demand for this kind of game.
Okay, so let's get into the actual details of the game. So talk to us about the main character, about Miriam, and the setting, and why you chose a female character for this game.
では、ゲームの方を少し詳しくちょっと主人公のミリアムをなぜ、女性にしたのかというのと、あと、どういう、設定があるんですかと。
はい、まず女性にした理由っていうのが、キックスターターをやるにあたってその、いろいろとこう戦略を立てるわけですね。キックスターターでお金を集めるときに、その時に、女性の方が、皆さんが望んでるじゃなかろうかという話がありまして、でここはちょっと一つやってみようかという話でまずミリアムを主人公を女性にしました。で、ミリアムっていうキャラクターはですね、錬金術師によって、体に特別なクリスタルを埋められた、女性でして、で、そのクリスタルは悪魔の力とリンクする力を持っているんですけども、そういう改造された、キャラクターになります。
So basically, Miriam is this an orphan. She's scarred by this alchemist curse, which slowly turns her body. It starts to crystallize, and basically the reason why we decided to go with a female protagonist was because during that time, I feel that having a strong sort of female lead was trending, and also because I've never really worked on a strong female lead before, so this was a good timing to start working on a strong female character.
I want to go back to Kickstarter just for a little bit because, there's been a lot of game creators from, let's say, your generation that have gone back to crowdfunding to try and get games funded by the fans. Some of them have been more successful than others. I think, there was some controversy around Mighty Number 9 if people feel disappointed. How do you plan to avoid that same kind of reaction of disappointment with people who have funded a game and other people who are just looking forward to playing it?
こういうクラウドファンディングで始めたゲームって数々いっぱいあると思うんですけど、以前にもなんか失敗して、達成したにもかかわらず、いろいろそのファンからのなんでしょう、反感というかその炎上したプロジェクトとかあるんですけど、ブラッドステインはそういう問題とかはどういうふうに避けるのか、または解決していくのかと。
ですね、これはすごい難しい問題で、ものを作る時にいろいろな制限がどうしても入ってくるので、その中でベストを尽くすしかないわけですね。で、あとゲームの面白い面白くないっていうのは結局その出してみないとわからないっていうのもちょっとあって、で結局、我々が面白いと思っているものをやっぱ提供するしかないんですね。でそれが結果としてうまくいくかうまくいかないかは皆さんが遊んで判断してもらうしかないっていうところがありますので、今まで失敗してるからっていう失敗してるタイトルもあるからっていうのは分かるんですけれども、我々は今までやってきたことを経験をそのまま今回のタイトルにも生かすと、そのぐらいしかやることはないので、その姿勢で いいものを皆さんに提供するということを心がけるだけですね。
So that's a difficult question or difficult for us to answer because with these Kickstarter or crowdfunding games, it's very hard to sort of show how we could avoid it because people are going to judge the game based on the game itself after they play it. So all we could do is sort of rely on our past experience, and because we know that in our past experience, the games that we made are very enjoyable and the fans really like this. So we're going to sort of make sure to keep that in mind and build the game based on our past experience.
Okay, so let's talk about those past experiences. Obviously, we all know what Ego's done and accomplished. Who else is helping you guys make the game?
五十嵐さんのことは結構みんな知っていると思うんですけど、その他に、どんな、メンバーが集まって、どういう、作品を作っていったメンバーと一緒に作業してますかと。
ですね、アートプレイの方の、スタッフとして私今アートプレイという会社を立ち上げたメンバーなんですけれども、僕の経歴は、ググってもらってるとしてですね、一緒にやってるのがですね、まず、僕と一緒にキャスルバニアシリーズをゲームリードでずっとやっていて、で特に携帯機ですね、DS とかあれの方をメインでやっていて、ハーモニー・オブ・ディスペアでは、ディレクターをやっていたものがおります。で彼は、キャスルバニアの後、メタルギア5の、リードプログラマーを NPC のリードプログラマーをやって、でそこから、うちに来て合流して一緒にやってるスタッフがいたり、あとですねいろんなそのハーモニー・オブ・ディスペアの時に、新人で入ってきたやつがいるんですけれども、彼はそのハーモニー・オブ・ディスペアの時にすごくこいつはできるなと思ってずっと目をつけてたやつで、彼はそこからコナミを辞めてその後スクエニに行って FF14 のこれもメインどころのプログラムをやって、そこからガーッて引っ張ってきたっていう、ものがいたり、あと、テクニカルアートとして結構いろんなことをやってる、アートプレイ一マッチョなやつがいたりとかですね、いろんな人がいるところでやっております。
Well, our play team is composed of a very small group of members, but we have a couple of programmers, two programmers specifically, and one of the programmer was the lead designer and game director for the Castlevania series for the DS series in particular. And after he worked on the DS series, he moved on to working on the Metal Gear Solid 5 as a lead programmer there.
Oh.
But after that, he also left Konami and joined our play to work on this new project. And we have another programmer. He used to work for Castlevania Harmony of Despair, and he was a newcomer, a newbie that time. And but Iga, he says that like, oh, this new guy, he's really good. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And that's when after several years later, he also left Konami. But then after that, he started working at Square Enix, where he was working on the lead for Final Fantasy 14. But after that, he also left Square Enix and then came to our play to join on this project. And we do have a couple of other people, but yeah, they are very talented. They've been working on other different games, and that's just a small titles that we've been working on.
So let's talk about other games that have maybe influenced a creative project. Obviously, you're known primarily for one style of game, but has there anything that's come out while you've been working on this project that's really inspired you or made you want to push the team further?
For this game or
for this game, for Bloodstained.
このブラッドステインドで、最近何かこう目をつけている他のゲームで何かその印象的な部分だったり、なんかそのブラッドステインドで取り入れたい部分とか、なんかそういうのはありましたかと。
そうですね。最近ゲームをやってる時間があんまりなくてですね、最近やってるのはあれだ、ホライゾンを2周目やってるんですけれども、あんまり使 使えないというかブラッドステインドでは使えないんですけど草むらにずっと隠れてる時間が僕の中では非常に楽しい時間であれをなんとかできないものかと思ってるんですけどもブラッドステインドの方はもうゲームデザインのはかなりもう完成されているのでもう今からじゃ無理だなと思って草むらに潜んでますいつも。
Well, for Bloodstained in particular, we already have like the game design and the basics for the game is already complete. So, but there's a game that I've been playing for a while. It's called Horizon on the PS4. So I've been playing that for quite some time. I'm on my second playthrough, and I love going through the grass and hunting. But maybe that's for like a next game or but not for Bloodstained. And yeah, there are a lot of games that I've been sort of keeping an eye on and being inspired by.
Yeah, one of the things I loved about Horizon was you felt, and it reminded me of your past games, the connection to the environment. Like it's not just a backdrop. Like you need to explore in order to progress, and there's a very tight loop between those two things. And I think those guys probably owe a lot to your old games.
ホライゾンでも自分も遊んで、確かになんか悪魔城とちょっと似ているところがあって、その背景の部分と、なんていうんだらいいんでしょう、遊んでなんかそのコネクションが見えてなんかその好きな理由も分かりますという感じですね。
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about Miriam. As I understand it, she's a character who was caught up in this vast conspiracy and was experimented on. What made you decide on that as a kind of narrative device to start her story off?
今回は主人公ミディアムなんですけど、ミディアムがこうやって悪魔を倒しに行くっていうその設定っていうのはどういうところからどういうふうにその設定にしたのかっていうのを聞きたいという感じですね。それはドラキュラ、その悪魔城とかに比べてなぜミディアムはこういう設定になっているのかという感じですね。
ミディアムがなんで倒しに行くのか。
そうですね。一応。
はい。今回ミディアムが倒しに行く理由はですね、悪魔を倒しに行く理由っていうのは、先ほど体に結晶を埋め込まれたって改造人間ですって話をしたと思うんですけれども、それと同じ境遇にあっているジーベルっていうキャラクターがいるんですね。でそのキャラクターが今回の悪魔を召喚した張本人なので、かつての仲間がそういうことをしたということに対してそれを止めなきゃいけないという動機で彼女は彼を止めるために悪魔を倒しに行くというような設定になっています。
So we decided to go with a narrative where Miriam, this main character, she's going to this castle that's summoned by Jebel, who is sort of like this brotherly figure to Miriam, who also has the same curse as her, where their body slowly crystallizes, but he decided to sort of summon these demons for Miriam to sort of defeat, and she needs to beat him in order to stop his whatever he's trying to do, trying to cast demons and things like that.
Yeah, his big evil plan. Yeah. This game's been in development for a little while now, and you've shown a few teases of the bosses and characters that Miriam will be fighting. But as I understand it, one character in particular has gone through some really big changes. I'm of course talking about Vetbar, who's one of the big boss characters. So let's take a look at some footage of Vetbar. And we're going to start off with the old footage, which let's just say she had a very different look. So that's the old footage. And let's take a look at Vetbar's new look right now. So, why the changes? Why does she look different? Obviously, part parts of her body are different, have different proportions now. But there's different coloring and different kind of specularity on her skin. Talk about why she looks different right now.
まあ、今回はなぜこういう変化をまあ、なんでこういうふうに変えたんですかっていう。
ですね、2年前の E3 で最初にデモをこれ出したと思うんですけれども、その時にちょっと背景の雰囲気というかゲームの雰囲気に比べてちょっとカラフルすぎるとか、まあいろいろこうユーザーというかバッカーの皆さんからいろんな意見をもらって、でそこでまあ全体的にまあ物理シェーダーというかそっち側にちょっと絵を寄せようっていう時期でもあったので、じゃあもっとモンスターっぽくなるようにかっこよく演出できるようにやりましょうかっていうふうにして変えたんですね。
So I think the old one, we've shared this with you 2 years ago at E3. And the reason we decided to go with the changes was because back then we've received a lot of feedback from the backers, the community, and they said that it doesn't really fit well with that sort of gothic feel. It's a little bit too colorful. And we also felt the same way. We agreed and we decided, hey, we should improve on our looks. So we decided to change a little bit of her physical form, and also if you see, we have a couple of effects where we were playing around with sort of the physics shader, which is kind of like you see like sort of that wet look. So we decided to sort of implement that and improve on the looks for that.
Awesome. So and you can only achieve this kind of change by the various different technological and advancements that are in gameplay design now. So talk to me about what's exciting about the new tech that you're able to use in making a new game for 2018 versus what you were able to do 10 or 15 years ago.
例えば、まあ、こうやってこういうなんか変化というか変えられた理由っていうのもテクノロジーというかその技術が進化したっていうのもあって、まあ、こういうその進化っていうのも例えば10年前15年前と比べて、どういうふうに今回はやれることができますかと。
ですね、まず本当にやれることがいっぱいになってきてて、でその中から何を選択していくのかっていうのが非常に難しいんですけれども、今回そうですね、ただ昔はその絵を描いてそれをバッと出せばよかったんですけれども、最近は例えば、画角とかで画面の迫力を出したりとか、あとライティングですよね、ライティングだったりスペキュラだったり、なんかいろんなことができるようになっているので、ただそれ全部やると非常に処理が重くなるので、その中で何を選択していくのがすごい頭が悩ましいっていうところです。
So compared to like 10, 15 years ago, there's so many choices that we could make, and because there's so many choices there's so many ways to improve on the graphics quality, now we have to decide how to sort of select those few and sort of have that implemented into the game. Back like 10 years ago, we would just draw the image and sort of have that appear on the screen. But now there's so many options where we have the lightings, we have all these like physics and these effects where we could change the graphics. But now it's just we have to sort of worry about how much that affects the system.
Yeah.
But there's just so many choices, and that's why.
Like in this, the water and the rain is not just sprites that are drawn across the screen. It actually bounces off the various parts of the environment, and that affects the processing, obviously. So it's cool to be able to do it, but you have to still, I imagine, be selective about like how and when you implement those effects.
Right.
But speaking of lighting, your games have always been gothic and melodramatic. And lighting has played a big part of the dark environments, or specifically environments that are highlighted in a certain way. Let's talk about the lighting and see what you guys are working on in terms of implementing that in the game.
そのライティングの話になるんですけど、今回はどういうふうにそのライティングを出していくのかというか変えていくのかという。
はい、まだちょっと調整中なんですけれども、今調整中なんで今回お見せしようかと思ったんですけど、まだまだちょっと、調整を貸したくないので、それは後からちょっとご覧 まあ、ご覧できるように、まあ、頑張っているんですが、ですね、その E3 の時に出した画面だと実は当たりゲーム的に乗れる場所と乗れない場所っていうのがよく分かんないかったり出入り口が全然分かんなかったりしたので、今回そのライティングをちょっと工夫して乗れるところはしっかり明るくしてでまあ通れる場所をちょっと暗めにしてっていうちょっとですねその 2D ゲームライクなそのライティングをちょっと目指してまして、それがちょっと、実現できればまあ快適に遊べるようなライティングになるかと思います。
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of screenshots to share about the light effects and things like that. We're still making some adjustments, and we don't have a set sort of way of trying to do the lighting. So the way we want to sort of improve on the lighting is by showing a clear difference between the sort of like the entrance of each room. When we saw a lot of people play the demo of the game, a lot of people were kind of lost as to where to go next, or that was an entrance I didn't know. So with the lighting, we want to make sure that people are able to see that part while trying to retain that gothic feel, that sort of 2D feel as well.
You know, it's funny. I'm writing comic books for the first time in my career, and when I get the art back from artists, you realize how important color is in leading a person's eye across the screen. Like, there's things that I'd even write in the script that I see. Oh wait, my eye's going to the right place because the colorist, is changing the tones across the page. So I imagine it must be a very difficult thing when you actually have something that you can interact with. Makes it all the more important.
私もなんかその漫画とか書いているんですけど、私も例えばその色とか、そのインクだったり例えば目がこっちに行ったりとか、なんか流れがあるっていうのもとても分かるので、それはとても分かりますという感じですね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Yeah. So obviously things have changed. When you worked on your previous games, what was once kind of a mainstream, like middle of the road game genre is now kind of more of a niche kind of offering. Talk to me about like the expectations that you have for this game and what the expectations that you think the audience might have, and trying to adapt to the way that game design is different. You're playing a game like Horizon now, which is a single player game that is big and broad. So how do you try and match the expectations of somebody who might have played that game with somebody who's anticipating Bloodstained?
こういう、ジャンルのゲームっていうのは昔は結構そのメインで張ってたようなゲームなんですけど、今となってはそういう AAA タイトルの、ホライゾンみたいな、いろんなところに行けるゲームとかが流行っている中で、ファンの期待と、例えばそういう AAA タイトルを遊んだ人たちが、その期待に応えられるようなゲームっていうのはどういうふうに作っていますかと。
そうですね。AAA タイトルと比較するとなんですけど、昨今のやっぱり AAA タイトルのゲームっていうのは、グラフィックとかもすごいし、世界観もすごいし、お話もすごいし、もう全部一流の人たちがすごくあれなんですけれども、ただ昔よりもいわゆるゲーム性というか、もうちょっとパキッと分かった遊び、例えば間合いの遊びだったりとか、ジャンプの遊びだったりとかっていうのが若干弱くなっているような気がしているんですね。でそういうところで昨今のゲームっていうものにちょっと物足りないなと思った時に、昔ああいうの遊んだよねっていう、そういう記憶を刺激するようなゲームっていうのがあってもいいのかなっていうふうに思ってます。なんでブラッドステインドっていうのはそこの部分を刺激するような形で出せればいいなというふうに思ってます。
Well, we have to kind of like think this separately from like a high budget game like a AAA title, where a lot modern games, they have the top notch sort of graphics, writers that are all involved in the game, but a lot of times with these kind of games, they're very cinematic, and that gameplay part of it sort of falls through a little bit, and that's why just in the old days where pretty much the gameplay was everything, and the players would take a control over it. That's something that's missing now. And with Bloodstained, we want to make sure that fans or gamers feel that they're able to play like an authentic sort of gameplay, or that's not very cinematic. But so they just, for Bloodstained, we want to make sure that players are able to feel that again.
Okay, so let's talk about the gameplay. Obviously, people know your games to have very iconic elements. How are you evolving them for this game? And let's talk about what people can expect in terms of the gameplay structure.
その以前の、こういうゲームって結構いろいろそういう、分かりやすいこういうゲームはこういう部分が入ってますよねっていうのがあるんですけど、ブラッドステインドとかは、どういうふうにそこから進化していったんですか？過去の悪魔城と比べて。
もちろん進化しているその今の時代に合わせて進化させている部分っていうのは、グラフィックだったりもやってるんですけれども、今回はですね、進化した部分はあるとはいえ、昔のゲームプレイをもう一度遊んでもらいたい、あの頃面白かったこの遊びをもう一回この現代で遊んでもらいたいというふうに思ってます。なので、変えてはいるけど変えてないっていうのが今回のゲームのポリシーというか作り方というかになってます。
So we made a lot of improvements on the graphics quality and, kind of the visual aspect of it. But with Bloodstained, our main purpose is to sort of recreate that like old school sort of gameplay, and that's where we want to make sure to have. So it's kind of hard to say where did we kind of improve on in terms of the gameplay. It's basically the same, but new at the same time. It's very hard to explain, but we hope to have that nostalgic feeling, but at the same time in sort of this new game.
So you talk about nostalgic feeling. Everybody remembers food in the old Iga games, old Castlevania games. Let's talk about food and crafting. And how's that going to impact the gameplay systems?
昔のその悪魔城だったり五十嵐さんが作ったゲームの中で、食べ物が結構大きな部分だとは思います。で、ブラッドステインドではどういうふうにその食べ物だったり、そういう、クラフト部分ですかね、影響するんですかという。
はい、今回ブラッドステインドでは、テーマで錬金術っていうのがあるというのもあって、クラフトの部分が連成をするっていうのがあるんですけれども、今回初めてちょっとここでお話しするんですが、今回実は料理っていうのがあって、料理で何ですか、料理でその食べ物を作ることができます。
Okay, so this is actually the first time we're talking about this, and this is the first time where we're able to craft food, and since the theme is alchemy, this is going to be the first time we're able.
There are some people who are excited to cook in the audience, I think.
ちなみに料理はですねミディアムが作ります。
And all the food are made by the main character Miriam, so she'll be cooking the food and then be able to sort of have the food and sort of I guess level up, or she'll become stronger by eating the food.
So will you be harvesting food from various like animals and stuff that you or plants in the environment? How is that going to work?
どうやってその食材だったり集めるんですか？例えば敵を倒したりとかで。
はい、基本は敵を倒したり、その落ちてる宝箱の中に入ってたりとかして、その城とかその周辺ところで集めて。でそれを錬金術師のところに持っていくと錬金術師じゃなくて自分が作るっていうようなシチュエーションになってます。
So basically, you explore the castle and you fight monsters and demons, and you basically get the ingredients from those. They drop an item, and you collect those ingredients. And you could also collect them by opening treasure chests, kind of going through the castle, finding the items, and you go to this alchemy room. But it's funny because the alchemist doesn't craft it or doesn't transmute it. The player crafts the item, so crafts the food. So she'll be just cooking there,
It's a nice little break from fighting demons, right?
Right.
Do we have footage of that?
Oh yeah, we do.
All right, let's take a look.
This isn't the footage, but this is actually. Should we go back? Oh, there we go. But this is basically the Japanese stage, so it's very Japanese inspired. So yeah.
The environment looks beautiful. It looks very hand drawn.
とても背景綺麗ですねっていう。
で歩くところが分かりやすくなってると思います。もうちょっと頑張りますけど、まあこんな感じ。
So we're still working on the lighting, but we want to make sure the platforms are easier to see, and yeah, and keeping that same sort of look to it.
でこっちが。
And this is the crafting.
まあ右側に素材があってでまあ作れるものが明るくなってるとか作れるもの。
So you'll see the ingredients on the right side, what you need to make that certain food. やった。
まあこんな感じで
So yeah, that's how she cooks in the game.
で食べ物を作るとその食べ物ができるんですけれども、今回その食べ物を初めて食べると初めてその食べ物を食べると能力がアップします。要はレベルアップの時にパラメータが上がると思うんですけれども、それと同じように新しい食べ物を作って初めて食べると永久的に上がるパラメーターがあります。あとそれ以外に通常食べればその体力とか回復するんですけれども、今回そういう仕組みが入ってます。
So this time when you first cook the food for the first time, like for example, like you see that she made sunny side up for the first time. When she eats it or when she consumes the food for the first time, it actually increases her sort of ability strength, and it increases permanently. So we have added that new sort of system in the game where every time she eats a new dish, she sort of gets stronger.
So you're encouraging the players to experiment and find different recipes. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. So food is obviously going to be one way to level up and increase abilities. Are there going to be other ways too?
まあ今回はその食べ物で能力が上がるんですけど、それ以外に何かその能力が上がる系のものっていうのはありますか？
まあ一応基本的にはレベルアップとあと装備とかあるんですけれども、あとまだ他にも実はあるんですけれども、もうちょっと後になってから話そうかなと思います。
So there are other ways, like leveling up the weapons, the armors in the game, but we kind of want to discuss that a little bit later, and we don't want to reveal it right now.
So Miriam's going to be storming this giant castle all by herself. She's going to have obviously upgrades and abilities, but what if she needs help? Will she be able to get help from anywhere?
こうやって今主人公がミリアムで一人でこういろいろ探索したりとか悪魔を倒したりするんですけど、それ以外になんかこう助ける人たちとか何かそういう手助けするものっていうのは何かありますかと。
はい、今ここのキャラクターで最初に出てきたお兄ちゃんがいると思うんですけども、彼はもともとミリアムを改造した錬金術ギルドにいた大体昔同い年ぐらいだった、ヨハネスっていうキャラクターになります。で彼は、彼女たちと年が近かったということもあって仲良くしてたので、ちょっとサポートしてくれるっていうふうになってます。あとそれ以外にですねドミニクっていう教会のエクソシストがいるんですけれども、彼女は、この蓮向かいのところに店屋をやってましていろいろ物を売ってくれます。
So there are a couple of characters that who help Miriam through this, going through her, exploring the castle, helping her. And as you see in the screen, where you see a guy, his name is Johannes, and he helps Miriam sort of craft items, give her sort of the space to be able to craft items and foods. And on the other side of the room, you'll see there's a character named Dominique, who is sort of an exorcist in this game, and she sells items and weapons, armors, and things like that to help Miriam out through the castle.
And Miriam will be able also to call on familiars, right?
Oh,
Talk a little bit what the familiars are and how players will be able to use them.
その人以外にも、使い魔というそういうなんでしょう、手助けしてくれる要素っていうのがあるんですけど、使い魔というものはどういうものなんですか？
簡単に言うとですね、今回シャードっていうもので自分を強化していくんですけれども、そのシャードの中にその使い魔のシャードっていうのがありまして、で、それを入手することによって、悪魔が自分の手助けをしてくれるんですね。でいろんな種類がいて、今回その一つだけちょっと持ってきたので見れるかな。
So familiars are basically, well, first of all, there's a system called shards, and when you collect shards from enemies, particularly demons, each demon drops a shard, which is basically you're able to accumulate their ability. So by doing so, you could get familiar shards through those demons. And when you summon familiars, basically they kind of follow you around and they help you fight monsters and things like that.
So
And
I think we have footage of a new one.
So this is a familiar called Brer, and he kind of follows you around. And
このキャラクターはですね、ブエルというキャラクターなんですけれども、ミディアムが攻撃をして吹っ飛んでミディアムが攻撃をして飛ばすことによって敵を攻撃してくれるというキャラクターです。
So this is a familiar where you have to kick the familiar in order to attack the monsters and demons. But other familiars, they just follow you around the attack sort of automatically. But for this case, you have to sort of kick him and attack the monsters.
Yeah, I like the skill-based element there, that little ricochet and bounce in the earlier part of the footage. It's very cool. So it's not just like a static thing. You're interacting with it too. So, you obviously must be very nervous. This is a big, high-profile project for you again. Talk to me about, what you hope to accomplish with Bloodstained and what you anticipate, what you want players to find in it.
こうやってブラッドステインドもすごい大きなプロジェクトになっていってると思うんですけど、そういうプレッシャーもあって、ブラッドステインドではどういう結果的にはどういうことを望んでいますかと。
はい、まず、こういったゲームを楽しみにして僕をキックスターターでも支援してくれた人だったり待ち望んでいる人がいると思うんですけども、そういう人たちがまず、遊んで面白いって言ってもらえることがまず最初の目的で、そこから、できればせっかく作ったタイトルなので、シリーズ化フランチャイズ化できればいいなというふうにちょっと思ってます。
First and foremost, I hope that the people that that wanted this game, or the people that backed the Kickstarter, I just hope for them to play it and be able to hear their feedback that they love the game, they enjoyed playing the game. So that's the first and foremost. And since this project turned a lot bigger than I thought, I hope to sort of make this as a franchise or series where I could create a sequel. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you probably have some ideas that you want to get into a next release. I think we're ready to open up for a Q&A right now. So if you got questions, step up to the mic.
Q&A が始まるみたいですね。
And we'd prefer actual questions and not just comments. So let's go right ahead.
Thank you for being here. My question is, since leaving Konami, your legacy with Castlevania is kind of at the mercy of your old company. And just how do you feel as a developer, someone involved in the games, and if possible, could you get a Kickstarter so we could get the rights for you?
コナミを出て悪魔城っていうシリーズを置いていって、そういうなんでしょうね、新しく始まったじゃないですか。例えばそのファンがそういうこれは結構なんでしょう、話の体で言ってるんですけど、例えばそのコナミからそういう IP を取ってまた作れるとしたらそういうのはやりますかという感じですかね。
キャスルバニアの IP を
そうですね
コナミが
So you're
作っていい
talking
よ
as if
作っていいよっ
if
て言
you
ったら
if you take the Castlevania IP and have that have him own it and see yeah ですね。
はい、まだ書いてない話もあるので、もし使わせてくれるんだったら喜んで作ります。
I mean, if that was the case where I was able to get the IP, Castlevania IP, and be able to create a new sort of Castlevania game again, there are so many scenarios and things that I wanted to include in the series that were never out or I wasn't able to make. So if that was the case, I would definitely love making a new one.
Hi, so you talked a little bit about the classic gameplay, how you take some of those elements for Bloodstained, and I know people have probably asked about like the art style as well. For future iterations of the series, would you be interested in exploring like sprite-based art or even traditional 2D animation that's used in like Rayman Legends and the Wonder Boy remake?
こうやってその新しくプロジェクトも作って今後なんでしょう、ドット絵を使ったり、2D の絵を使う、予定とかなんかそういうのを考えていますかと。
ですね、今回 3D でやってるっていうのもそのキックスターターをやった時にそのマルチプラットフォームっていうのが最初から決まっていて、マルチプラットフォームを展開するのに、ドットよりもちょっとやりやすいというか、いろんな機種に移植しやすいというのもあって、あと昨今そのドットアーティストっていうのがなかなかすぐ捕まえることができなかったっていうのもあって、ただ別にドットが嫌いでこういう絵にしたわけでは全くないので、機会があればまたやりたいなとは思ってます。
So I guess the only reason why we decided to go with 3D for Bloodstained was because that it was a multi-platform game, and it was a lot easier for us to sort of create a 3D game instead of a 2D sprite game. And but recently, it's been really difficult to find pixel artists, especially in Japan, who would create a game with us. To do a 2D sort of game. But if we did have a chance, we would definitely think about it, and that's something that we might even consider.
Thank you.
Does Miriam have a last name and know who her birth parents are, and does this play into the story?
ミリアムっていうのは名字ありますか？で、親のこととかはそういうなんか今後知ることっていうのはありますかという。
ですね、実はそのミリアムとかジーベルもそうなんですけれども、実は小さい時にさらわれてきた子なんですね。さらわれてその改造された子たちだったので、名前自体そのファミリーネーム自体があまりいらないだろうということで、実はファミリーネームないです。そのまま名前だけです。で、今後そういう親の話とかっていうのが今後フランチャイズが続けばあるかもしれないです。
So no, and the reason for this is because they're both Miriam and Jibo are both orphans, and they were actually stolen from their family as a child. But maybe in future Bloodstained series we might talk about the parents. Who knows? But that's something that we're kind of considering.
Maybe she has a sister named Mariam. That's when you spell it backwards.
All right. Thanks for taking my question. First off, I wanted to say Otanjobi omedetou gozaimasu. It's this man's birthday today, guys.
ありがとうございます。Thank you.
I didn't even know that. Nobody told me.
Basically, I was just wondering if you could possibly take it back maybe about 21 years when you created Symphony of the Night, comparing it to today, and I was wondering if there was maybe any major lessons that you've learned over that time span that you could possibly talk about.
例えばね、その20年前に遡って、月下を出した時に、何かそういう過去になんかこういうことを知っておけばよかったとか、なんかそういうなんていうのかな、開発者として何かそういうありましたかっていう。そうですね。なんかこういうことを知っとけばよかったとかなんか。
ですね、月下を作った時にすごい後悔したのは実はもともと海外ローカライズをする気全くなく作っていたので実はその翻訳とかあと 声とかもう全然その英語とか全然わかんないんで結構人に任せちゃったんですよね。であれをもうちょっとちゃんとやってればよかったな、まあ、逆に言えばそれでちょっといろいろちょっとおかしいよこの英語とかって言われたので今、そこら辺すごいセンシティブにやって、すごく多分ローカライズもちゃんとできてるんじゃないかと思ってるんですけども、まあ、逆にその部分がすごい気がかりだったのでそこがちゃんとできたらよかったのになというふうに思ってます。
So there's one thing that I regretted back when I was working on Symphony of the Night, and that was about the localization and the voice actors. I don't know English, and that's something that I kind of left it to other people to work on. But I kind of wished I knew about it, or I was working more for it because. Back then, I didn't even think about the game being released outside of Japan, and that localization part was sort of, I guess now it's sort of a joke, like nowadays it's,
we
it's a
love
joke.
the dub. We
It's a
love the
joke.
dub.
So, but at the same time, if I were to go back in time and tell myself what I could have done, I would have taken more part of the English part of the localization. And that's what we're doing right now for Bloodstained, where we're taking care of that, and we're making sure the localization is just right.
Awesome. I look forward to it. Thank you.
楽しみにしていますと。
Hello. I'd like to say hello from your Twitch stream viewers. I have, because there are so many of them, would it be okay if I took 2 questions? Okay. The speedrunners would like to know if there's a weapon that's somehow easy to obtain but makes others obsolete, or something that seems useless but is actually secretly very powerful.
まあ一つ目の質問2つあるんですけど、1つ目の質問はブラッドセインドの中で例えばすぐ一見その弱そうに見える武器がものすごい強かったり。すぐ取れる武器が、まあ、意外となんかこう使えそうとかなんかそういう、まあ、本当にそういう武器とか何かありますかという。
そういうやつは多分出てからプレイヤーが見つけて意外とその開発者が気づかない。開発者はちゃんとこう順繰り強くなっていくとかあと終盤になったら強くなってゲームバランスをよく考えて作るんですけど意外とそういうのはユーザーがふって見つけてしまうのでそれは出てからのお楽しみだと思います。
So actually, as a developer, we always think about the balance of the weapons, and we want to make sure that the players are able to sort of find the weapon and be able to slowly make the weapon stronger. But when the game comes out, the players find certain items or certain weapons that are really easy to obtain, but are like useless, and we never think about that when we make the game. It's something that happens sort of naturally, and I guess you could look forward to that when the game comes out.
Thank you. And will your hat be available as an in-game clothing option?
Sorry?
Will your hat be available as an in-game clothing option?
五十嵐さんの帽子がゲームの中で出ますかっていうそのミリアムがかぶれるような。
どうだったかな。
似たようなありますよね。
そうね、似たようなのはあるけど、まあそれもお楽しみにかな。あれ？似たようなあったよね。
ありましたよね。
そんな感じなので、お楽しみに。
Actually, we do have a similar hat in the game, so look forward to it.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Thank you for your question.
Success.
Hi. Someone already said it, but happy birthday again.
Oh,
No.
おめでとうございます。
Thank you so much.
Sure. So my question is regarding game difficulty. So in a game like a Metroidvania game, like Symphony of the Night or Bloodstained, where there's a player can become more powerful by getting power-ups that grant the player more abilities, but also there's a leveling system with experience points and things like that. Is there a way that you have used or would recommend to keep the game balanced, to keep the player from becoming too powerful too early?
こうやって、 ブラッドステインとか、メトロイドバニア系のゲームって、基本その、アイテムを取得して強くなったりとか、レベルを上げて、強くなるっていうシステムなんですけど、例えばその普通に、その難易度を、ちゃんとした難易度で、遊ぶためには何かこうなんか遊び方っていうのはありますか？例えばなんかもう最初にもう強くなりすぎて、後から全部簡単になりすぎたりとか、なんかそういう、遊び方みたいなのはありますかね？
ですね、実はその、こういう探索ゲームって探索させるように見せかけて、実は、いろんなところに誘導する仕組みが実は入ってます。なのでその誘導に従っていくと割といいバランスでいくとは思うんですが、一回迷うと多分強くなると思います。
So in the game, there's these I guess signs or sort of a signal where like for the players to go to certain areas, and if you just go through those areas without getting lost, the difficulty level is pretty I guess hard but not too hard. But if you get lost and you're trying to find your way through, and it makes it the players would become too strong. So I would just kind of recommend trying to go through the flow and try to find those signals, because with these kind of games, you don't really need to even level up to clear the whole game. So I think that really depends on the players. But if you could just go through without getting lost, it should be just the right difficulty.
Okay, thank you.
I had a small follow-up regarding voice acting and then an actual question. How many different languages are you localizing the voice acting into?
ローカライズどれぐらいのなんでしょう言語をやりますかと。
ですね、いくつだっけな。
結構多いですよね。
結構多いな。
全部言います？
全部言うと大変なので、
言ってもいいですかね。
読、普通、イタ、スパ、ロシア、あとなんだっけ、ハングル、
ポルトガル語、中国語、
なんか10カ国語ぐらいやるよね、多分ね。
Oh, there's so many languages that we're working on. If we start off English, German, Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese. I think it's Brazilian Portuguese, and we're kind of looking into the Chinese part of it. So we'll have like simplified Chinese, and we're thinking of traditional Chinese. It's not decided yet, but all these different languages, we're kind of covering that. Mm-hmm.
And then the actual question, you worked for a number of years on the Castlevania animated series with Warren Ellis, which has finally come out through Netflix. I'm curious if you've seen it, and on the note of voice acting, what you think of the voice acting, if you have.
キャッシュルバニアのアニメが出ましたけど、それに関わったことがあるっていうのも聞いたことがあって、見ましたか？あとはその声優さんとかどう思いましたかという。
関わってたというか、その立ち上げの時にちょっと触れてたぐらいだと思います。で、出来自体はすごくよくってすごい面白かったと思います。で、声優さんはですね。
日本語で見ましたよね。日
本語で当然見たので、日本語版しか僕知らないんですが、日本語版だと沖合さんがトレバーをやっていて、なんでそっちなのって思いました。
So I've actually watched it and I thought it was great. I was only involved in it. Not too involved in it, so I didn't really know the process of how that was created. But I thought it was great. They did a fantastic job recreating the game. And I watched it in Japanese, so I don't know about the English voice acting. But what struck me as like strange was that the original voice actor for Alucard, was playing as Trevor, and we didn't know why. Like, why isn't he Alucard? So that was one of the questions that I had. But otherwise, I thought it was a fantastic animated series.
Thank you.
So we probably have time for one more question here, but Iga will be available right around the corner to answer questions for anybody who wants them.
What are some of your favorite Dracula movies?
五十嵐さんの好きななんかそのドラキュラのなんかそういう映画とかありますかと。
そうですね。 コッポラ監督が撮ったドラキュラはすごい良かったですね。
コプラ。
コッポラ、フランシスコッポラ。
Coppola. That's good. So one of my favorite was the one that was directed by Copeland, the Dracula for that one. That was one of my favorites.
All right, guys, thank you for coming out. Let's give this man a round of applause, a double round for his birthday. And I know you're all probably very excited about Bloodstained, and you can look for it to come out later this year, I think.
Oh well.
There's no date yet. I'm probably getting.
There's no date yet,
Yeah.
but we are going to discuss about that, discuss about the release date, and also discuss about the alpha backer demo in our April Kickstarter update. So I look forward to that.
All right. Thank you guys again.